way. Now Mecca is the global center of moon and star worship. Mecca is the global center of the moon and the star worship. Remember I told you, when the children of Israel were on their way to Canaan, they came to the desert of Saudi Arabia. They came exactly in Mecca. And there is where they worshipped the calf, because they were influenced by the worship of those gods. The children of Israel also had an opportunity to arrive in Mecca, the desert of Arabia, and they worshipped the Mesopotamian god. When they were there, it was the god that was made by Aaron. Tuko pamoja? Kuna mtu anapotea, ukipotea unainua mkono. This is a teaching service, we are not preaching. So if you don't get it, you can lift up your hand and you must be able to ask questions. Now, the children of Israel also worshipped Baal by that desert. Now, this is the same worship that was done by Nebuchadnezzar in the plain of Dura in the province of Babylon. Daniel 3:1. Daniel 3:1. The book of Daniel, chapter 3, you could read for me. Daniel 3:1.
Daniel chapter 3 verse 1 says, Nebuchadnezzar the king made an image of gold whose height was 80 cubits and the breadth thereof for 6 cubits. He set it in the plain of Dura in the province of Babylon.
The plain of Dura, the province of Babylon. Remember, we are talking about the mystery Babylon. And I did talk about that worship when we were talking about idol worship. And the manner of worship that you should hear the flute and you should fall down and worship. Dura means circle. You know, Arabic word for Dura is Duara. It means circle. Just the same way there is a circle, what we call the Kaaba stone, that the Muslims go and circle, and during, when they say they have Hajj, they go and circle it. So Nebuchadnezzar's idol stood at Mecca also. It was in the plain of the province of Babylon, but the plain of where? Of Dura. The idol that Nebuchadnezzar did stood in where Mecca is even today. So the worship follows the same style. You hear the sound, the flute, and you fall down. That is what we call the Islamic salat. Yani prayer must be set by the position of the sun. So when you hear the voice or the sound, you must fall down and worship. Deuteronomy 4:19. Lest thou lift up thy eyes to heaven, and when thou seest the sun and the moon and the stars, and even all the host of heaven, should be driven to worship them. Now God had given us a warning even today, because the word of God is from Revelation to the New Testament, that we should not